first guest this evening is John Caffery. We wanted to do a diverse group of music videos, and John Caffery's example is definitely diverse, and it's... Come on up. This is John Caffery, and... Take the microphone out of there. Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
It's definitely a diverse... So it was filmed in Trinity... What's this?
Yeah, in Trinity Bellwoods.
In Trinity Bellwoods, and Trinity Bellwoods is right by my house, so it's close to my heart. So when I was watching this video, I was like, that's a very provocative, fun video, but it was shot in where I walk my dog, so I was transported back, 11 years ago or something?
That's right, 11 years ago, 2006.
2006, and it was a little bit rougher and less gentrified than...
Yeah, the gentrification's happening very fast.
Yeah, after they saw this video, they had to...
like, we gotta change this.
They had to change something.
Bulldoze them, quick.
Yeah. So the name of the song...
is Breakdance Hunks.
Breakdance Hunks. And the band is Kids on TV. We're gonna watch this right here, and then we're gonna talk about it. Kids on TV, and that was Breakdance Hunks. Now you're in that video.
That's right, yeah.
And you directed it too.
I did, yeah.
And
I raised the money for it too. I worked in a gay bar to pay for that video. There was no factor grant for that video.
I was watching that this last few days, and I thought that I think the most obvious thing is. That part of it was filmed in the Dog Bowl, and I know the Dog Bowl, and I've seen way weirder stuff than that video, so that's great.
It's totally normal compared to what normally goes on.
Yeah, totally. No, but what I thought was that it was a good example of how like art and dance and music can all be part of music video, and I love that kind of do-it-yourself vibe of that whole thing. Was that one of your first videos, or how did that video come about?
That was one of my first videos. The stuff that I did before that was weirder and more experimental. So that was the first kind of more mainstream thing that I did.
Mainstream.
I think, we had made this song. I was really excited about it. We had a record deal. I wanted to make a video, and I think that our odds of getting on Much Music or Factor grants seemed very unlikely. And so I knew that I just had to raise this money myself. It was really a community effort. I just did a call out to friends. And, there's a really powerful and talented queer and trans community here in Toronto. And so I wanted to showcase that kind of gender expansiveness. And just have the freaks come out during the daytime for once. And so people were really willing to participate. I think, it was this time of Torontopia where I think that what was happening in independent music in the city was really exciting. It was the time of Will Monroe, who's in this video.
Just like the hidden cameras.
The hidden cameras and Peaches and Vaseline was a monthly party that was programming a lot of underground music and art and bringing a lot of people together. So there was just kind of this electric community energy that I was able to kind of call on to be part of this video. And it was a World Cup, and a Portuguese festival was happening that day, which we did not predict. So it slowed all of us to get there. And then there was all these families and sports enthusiasts mixing in with what we were doing. And
I'm sure, I know the Portuguese, they must have loved that.
They actually did love it.
Yeah,
they
I know
totally were in awe. We had an audience, they were clapping. There was one group of maybe 9 or 10-year-old boys, and one of them started teasing Keith Cole, and Keith Cole is a 6.5-foot man, and he was in a gold lame dress, and the 10-year-old boy said, "Is that a girl? Is that a boy? What is that?" And Keith didn't hesitate at all, and he turned around on a dime, and he pointed at the boy in the middle, and he said, "When you grow up, you're going to turn out just like me." And it was the best deflection ever, and Keith was able to saunter off, and the two friends of the boy were like, "Ha ha!" You know, it all shifted.
Justice. So tell us about I think right now in music video, we take it for granted in this day and age that we can kind of organically grab cameras and do these things. But that was 2006. I remember 2006. And, getting someone with a decent camera and all that stuff was not as easy as it is today.
Yeah, I had to call, similarly, I had Jeremy Singer was really great on Super 8. And Kevin Drew from Broken Social Scene was helping out. So we had a bunch of people kind of behind the scenes that were helping, and they brought nice gear with them. But it was really just a lot of good nature and a sense of community that I think kind of helped that video materialize.
I think the from what I observe is the gay community is really excited to help out for certain projects that I'm not convinced other communities have that immense excitement of, hey, let's grab 40 of us and go have a good time.
We do like to have a good time. It's true. And I think that there's like I said, there was a particular momentum and a movement that was happening at that time. People were starting bands and making movies and creating art, and there's a lot of collaboration happening. And so there was just this kind of energy in the air and a culture that was happening in the time of, like, I'd say 2000 to 2007 or 8 in Toronto that was just, it generated a lot.
Yeah, I saw that with, as I said, the Hidden Cameras, this band Hidden Cameras, it was the same time frame. Yep. Music, dance.
Shared members.
Yeah.
Yeah, I danced for the Hidden Cameras for years, and many of the Hidden Cameras played in Kids on TV, so there was lots of kind of crossover.
That's so healthy, but I love the fact that the dance community was also part of the music community, and it can be encapsulated.
Yeah, those things should cross over more often. Why are we in these silos, right?
I don't think that's happening right now, especially with the dance thing. But I do remember 2005, 2006. It was great.
It's an obvious crossover, music and dance.
And film.
Right?
And Trinity Bellwoods. Yeah. Okay. So if anyone has a question, if you don't, that's cool. If you do, point at this guy right here.
Don't be shy.
There's
There's a question here.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, you were cabled in, so you might have.
Well, just.
Hi. So you mentioned that one person did Super 8. I noticed there's like the mix of digital and analog film.
That's right.
That was interesting. And what?
Yeah, I'm a big Super 8 film lover. I incorrectly credited Jez Singer, who was the editor, but the Super 8 camera was Robert Kennedy. But I am a huge Super 8 film lover, and so that was a really important element for me to have in this video.
And it was your direction to choose Super 8 and to mix it? Was it like financial to have some Super 8 and some digital?
Yeah, an entire Super 8 video for like a 5-minute song was beyond my budget. But, and I think also I wanted the mix of film and video, aesthetically. Yeah.
I like that. It was very cool, and it felt very incongruous, kind of like the surroundings and the performers together.
Thank you.
So.
That's a great question. So feel free to ask kind of technical questions. I know. So Super 8 was just at the type of film. Well, everyone knows what Super 8 is. But mixing both formats and stuff like that. And you make a valid point. The cost of film versus digital.
It's significant.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's why we don't do it anymore. Unless we're wealthy. Anyways, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.